Oh, did it? Yeah, I think I got it. I think I stopped it. I picked a terrible time to have a drink there. Literally as the intro stopped. Oh, how are we doing? How are we doing, gang? How are we all today? I have some horrible clicky noises. So, Xenic White here 5 hours early, just to say I am Slaughter. You sausage, you silly sausage. Tell me if the music is too loud, because I'll turn it down, obviously. That feels like it's probably too loud. I'm going to turn it down a little bit, and we'll see how we go. That's probably a bit too quiet. Okay, also, Blighted Raven, hello. Rubido, hello. Hello, Fatman Kitchen. Brian, Solid Sentinel, hello. Kyle, hello, Zombie Painter. Hello, Peter. Hello, Jam Jar. I know you said hello, Stream Elements. That would be silly. Nightbot's here. Hello, Whitey. Hello, Kurisu. Oh, Papaya Pariah. Straight in. Straight in. Amazing. With £100 for Calm. That is incredible. Thank you so much. I need to increase the size of the preview so I can see what's going on. And Kyle, thank you so much for the 10. What a way to start. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. The only downside to me doing this is I can't see what... There we go. Now I can see what the total is. Oh, man. Okay. I need to inject a bit of energy. Okay? I'm not going to lie. I'm incredibly stressed out and things are very difficult. Which is a shame. But we've got stuff to do. Alright? We've got things to do. I didn't finish saying hello. Hello, Slendy. Hello, Lilgoth. Hello, Mike and Am. Hello, Chris. Oh, I hope the job interview went well. Fingers crossed, mate. Hello, Garsty. Oh, yeah. Right. Where did we get to? Where did we get to? In fact, no. Before we get to where did we get to? Before we get to where did we get to? I need to pin Nightbot. Because we're here for a very specific purpose. Yes, we are creating... That camera's not at the right angle. What happened there? There we go. Yes, we are creating a ridiculous, horrible monstrosity in the form of this. I think I've mangled where the camera's supposed to be. I had to move it in between. About there and like that. Yeah, we're creating this, but it's all for a purpose. It's all for Calm. It's all to raise money for Campaign Against Living Miserably, which is a suicide prevention charity. That's why we're here. That's what we're raising money for. Thank you so much to the Mini Valkyrie for another 10. I mean, we're currently at 2,315 raised for Calm, and that is massive, especially this time of year. A lot of people struggle around Christmas, and Calm in the UK, they operate a helpline that is active from 5 PM until midnight, and if you are struggling with thoughts of that kind, if you are feeling low, if you don't feel like there's a way out, they are there to help. They are there to help, alright? And that's what we're doing. That's why collectively we are here. Ooh, Night Lords for Horus Heresy. But yeah, if you're painting or modelling along, then do tell. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I've been trying to work out where we go next with this, because I started to have some fun ideas that are nowhere near the scope of what I initially planned. Right? Which it happens with any kit bash, but thing is, I remembered I have some stuff from a corpse cart, and I thought to myself it would be kind of neat if this horrible creature, if this awful monster, had bits of stuff that had been like absorbed into it. So like we've got a couple of wheels here, a couple of cartwheels, right? I think a cartwheel that's been like absorbed into the leg, as though just the flesh of this thing has, like, grabbed it on the way past. That could look really, really cool. If we've got a combination of that, and then I was going to use this piece here, which is partially destroyed, as almost like an armour section for that bit of arm. Like, I feel like that's going to look pretty cool. So we may end up doing a bit of that. And when I say we may end up doing that, I'm going to do that with one of the cartwheels straight away. So yeah, I mean, that doesn't address any of the rest of the model, but I had that thought, I had that idea, and as such, putting it on wheels, put the lad on wheels. I mean, I've got one that's on lots of, like, mechanical legs. So, maybe I do one with wheels one day. But yeah, we have a goal this year of £3,000, which is what we're aiming for to hopefully give to Calm by the end of the 3rd stream. So yeah, anything that you guys put towards that is, I would hope that, you know, obviously hugely appreciated and will literally go towards saving someone's life. This is also the first stream that I've done for Calm since becoming a Calm ambassador, which, again, I've said this before as well, but it's my name on the page. But I'm not the one, like, I'm putting this together. You guys are the ones who are contributing in such a huge way to help people. So, oh, that'll be pretty perfect. I just need to smooth it out with a little bit of texture paint. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll go for that. That sits pretty nicely there, too. Alright. Blood spatter. Okay, blood spatter. What you want... I'm just looking to see where my oldest, nastiest brush is. There we go. So, for blood spatter, this is an old knackered brush. Properly old knackered brush, right? If you get some... My preferred is not Blood for the Blood God, the effects paint from Games Workshop. What I use, where is it? Ah, there it is. What I use is this, so it's Tamiya colour, and it is X27 clear red. This comes out looking straight up like wet blood. So if you're doing paint splatter, get a knackered brush, you put the end in the paint, then take either like a little cocktail stick or something. Get most of the paint off because you don't want to go mental with it. You want to be able to control how much you get, and then just like flick the end of the brush like that. You can use your finger if you want. If you don't want to, then, you know, use something else. But then you flick the brush at the miniature. Make sure you've got nothing else painted in the way, because you get blood all over it, and you might not want to get that all over everything on your painting desk. But that's what I'd recommend. That's what I tend to do. Thank you, Mike and M. Oh. We're at 2,350 already. I've got a good feeling about this one. I've got a good feeling. Which is nice, because I've been really stressed out about doing this stream. My wife is currently really not well. She's been ill for like a week. So I'm worried about that. I'm properly stressed. But we were going to do this no matter what. And fingers crossed, hopefully, this horrible flu thing she's got will go away. But yeah, it's interesting trying to do like all the normal recording videos, getting stuff for acceptable losses sorted out. Like I've been doing a load of stuff behind the scenes for that as well, and looking after the kids and trying to keep on top of the housework and all the cooking and cleaning and all of that malarkey. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. But there was no way I was gonna cancel tonight. Yes, Xenic, it is. I'm pretty sure it is the flu. At first I was worried that it was COVID, but I don't think it is. I think it is the flu. But it's, to say it's lingering is to put it mildly. She's a little bit better now in that she can be out of bed for a bit. But like, that's pretty much all she can manage. I definitely need some texture paint on there. She started getting ill on Tuesday of last week. If it's going on any longer, then obviously it'd be doctor time, but I need to persuade her of that. Okay, that's going to take a little while to properly go, but that I like that. I like that with a bit of texture paint in there, just to get it like seated, make it look like it's been absorbed. Liquid green stuff, not texture paint. I'll do that. Liquid green stuff will work better, but that's fun and I like it. Yeah, the thing is, I know a couple of people as well who have had flu recently, and it's like knocked them all out. Like, it's just absolutely taking people out. Thank you for the 25, Katie. Okay, there we go. We're at 2375. Absolutely solid. Amazing work. Oh, I've just remembered there's a bell. There's a bell on this sprue. A little bell, a little nod to Nurgle. Nurgle likes a bell here and there, doesn't he? What gets me is that, I mean, touch wood, touch desk, I haven't had it. Neither of the kids. Somehow, it skipped us entirely, and it's been a full week, so I feel like if we were going to get it, we'd have it by now. But, yeah. It's just... No matter how you slice it, it really sucks having someone be ill, especially when you can't do anything about it. Just got to wait it out. I just noticed we've got a horrible hanging dude here. That's someone that could be put on... That could be hung off one of the trees, right? How's that for a shout? I would argue this one would work too, but this one is, like, weirdly cut off. If we could hang that in such a way that it looks like the bodies are being absorbed into the, like, the main body itself, that'd be pretty sick. Yeah, we've got a couple of heads as well, look. Yes. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Okay. This is turning out to be a fantastic kit to suddenly remember I had some stuff from. I say some stuff, it's most of the stuff, it's just missing most of the bodies. Well, no, all the bodies, because they went into a conversion for making a corpse cart. But yeah, there's some good stuff on there. Some good stuff. Right. Let's dig out the actual sprue for the big guy. Come here. Because we've got some gaps to fill, haven't we? We've got some gaps to fill. You know, there are some decent bits on here for stuff like that as well. We've got to use some of these big horns. A friend of mine has had it for over a month. Oh God, please no. Please. Yeah, it's. I feel like whatever strain this is absolutely brutal for whatever reason. Like, flu's bad, but Jesus. Hello, Roderick. How you doing? Ugh. Right. Get some horns on the go. This is absolutely apropos of nothing, by the way, but there is a potential opportunity. I'm looking really ahead here. This is insane how far ahead I'm looking, but this only came up, like, literally as I was getting stuff set up for the stream earlier. There is potential for a Halloween special next year, because someone I know wants to go to, like, wants to stay in, like, the most haunted pub in England or something. And they were like, you should come and we should paint night horns and do a Halloween special and stay in a haunted pub and paint night haunt miniatures in it. And I was like, it's actually quite a good idea, but I don't want to do it. So if we do end up doing that, then it means they successfully persuaded me. Because I feel like it would make for a very fun video, but it doesn't mean I want to do it. I have a very clear policy on the supernatural and the paranormal, which is that I don't actually believe any of it, but at the same time, I don't want to mess with it in case it turns out I'm wrong. Plus, you know, human beings are very good at freaking ourselves out. Like, I can freak myself out real easy under the right circumstances. And being in a haunted pub, even though I don't think it's haunted because I don't think ghosts are real, being in a haunted pub would freak me out. Which, I know that's... I'm aware. The hypocrisy and the stupidity, it's up there, right? I know this. But the fact is, that's just how my brain works. Also, weirdly, I do really like watching, like... There's like a ghost, or like a ghost hunting channel that I actually quite enjoy watching. Even though I don't think any of it is... I'm like... All of this could probably be explained very easily. And, I still watch it. And I'm still like, oh, that was weird. Even though I don't necessarily think that it was anything that was actually supernaturally weird. Which is a very odd behaviour, frankly. That is harsh. That is some harsh words, Lil Goth. Jesus. I have freaked myself out a couple of times by looking in the mirror. Genuinely. But only since I had the spider done. I'm still getting used to the fact it's there. I love it. I absolutely love the spider. I'm so happy with it. But it's not been long enough that it's like part of me yet. So I've had this odd, like, moment every now and again where I've caught a glimpse of myself and I've seen my forearm and been like, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, okay, no, it's fine. I feel like you get a little bit of that with tattoos anyway, where there's like an adjustment period of this is what I look like now. But when it's a bloody massive spider all over the all over my arm, there's like an added element of, oh, that's different and it's a bit scary. Which again, not a complaint. Not a complaint, I asked for it. Actually, what I asked for versus what I got is hilarious. In terms of how much better it was that I got. I sent a terrible Photoshop that was a picture that Katie drew of an amazing spider, and I was like, I want this, but like with longer legs and like weird web stuff. Not really knowing what I'd get back, and yeah, I got that back, which pretty solid. Pretty good. Also, there's little things, like the fact that the web kind of breaks just a little bit there, it breaks a little bit up the top here, and there's little broken strands. It's very, very fun, and I like it a lot. There's absolutely no way I'll be able to paint this during the Jingle Jam streams, Jam Jar, but I am planning to paint it on stream and continue these streams. Probably do like once a month, we'll do a hobby stream. And that will also be to raise money for Calm. And the first thing we'll paint will be this, because it'll need to be painted. But yeah, I've got a bit of a plan for this one. It's going to be part of a larger fundraising effort. So we're going to paint it up. Paint up the other Cosmic Horror Mega Gargants that I have not yet painted. There's 3 of them. I'll have to finish building 1. Actually, finish building 2. But once those are done, we're going to paint them up, and then I'm going to take them on the road, and we will go to a couple of tournaments with them, and we'll do like sponsored tournament entries. So, you know, like people can pledge an amount, and for every game won, that amount is donated. But people can also pledge an amount where every game lost, that amount is donated. Like a sponsored run, like a sponsored cycle ride or whatever that you might have done when you were a kid, but with an army of horrors, all for Calm. I mean, that will also mean leaving my house and having to go to tournaments and remembering how to play, but it'd be worth it. I think if we can get that... Yes, just there. That'd be perfect. Hello, Robbie. I'm good, thank you. I hope you're okay. Yeah, I want that there. That's what I want. I'm not too worried about trimming the little things out that would have guided it into its proper place, because we're just going to texture paint the hell out of it anyway. I'll be honest, with the speed at which it's taken us to get to this particular level of this model being done, we may end up finishing building this on future streams for Khan. Simply because this is a lot more involved than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a relatively... I can usually knock out a Cosmic Horror Mega Gargant in pretty short order, but just getting the Glock in to a point where it could be sensibly modified turned out to be quite the endeavour. And there's so much to do on this model. There is so much to do on this. But one way or another, it will be done. It just will. Oh, I knew it. I knew that felt good. Okay. Yeah, okay, I like that. I like that look. Having... Was that supposed to go there anyway? I think it might have been. If we can angle it up more, I love the idea of like an explosion of growth coming out of here. That would be kind of sick. Although, do I want to do it with this, or do I want to do it with another tree? Have another, the end of a tree just like bursting out of here. I think another tree. I think that would be better. Oh, that wheel is absolutely not properly seated. Right. I think I see what the problem is. First of all, it's going to get super glued. Oh, right, get rid of that. You know, I'm going to flip it as well, because I want the spike facing outwards. Sod it. Hello, Lord Commander Joe. Oh, thank you very much. Christmas Day reveal. I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a new Guilliman of some flavour, especially the way they've been doing the marketing for more Ultramarines and stuff, which honestly I found pretty funny. But what I want is Lorgar, but I don't necessarily know that I'll get what I want. Lorgar would be sick. It seems kind of unlikely. There we go. Right, the wheel is now properly attached. It's fine like that. It's, you know, once it's got some green stuff on, it'll be properly grabbed. No, I don't have any Kingdom Death stuff. I've kind of looked at it a couple of times, Kingdom Death, but it seems like it's hard to get a hold of in some ways. Yeah, I think we do Tree Explosion. Nope. You can go over there. Lehman... See, the thing is, it would be kind of fun, but it seems unlikely because they just redid Logan Grimnar. And... Did I say Logan Russ or Lehman Russ? And I can't remember what I just said. Because obviously, Logan Russ isn't a character. But I think because they've done Lehman Russ... not Lehman Russ, God's sake, Logan Grimnar again, and made him borderline Primarch-sized, I don't think they'll do Lehman Russ anytime soon. That's my guess, anyway. Yeah, I've looked into Malifaux, and I need to actually do something with it, because I really like the miniature range. Right, so now we've just got the floor for that stuff, so we'll probably utilise some of that in the base, because waste not, want not. What's this again? Oh no, this is the other part of this guy, okay. The big tentacle arm, I don't know that we'll use it. We do have the 3 horns there that might be worth keeping an eye on for something in the future, but for now, not fussed. Right, Now this is pure eyeballing it, because I'm gonna have to butcher these trees to make them fit in here. But I reckon we chop them there. I'm gonna mark it. I just want enough to know that that's where I'm going. That hasn't helped at all, because this tree is a tree, so it's covered in stuff that looks like little cuts because of the bark. There we go. Butcher the edge of it, that'll help. Right. We might go a little bit lower to start out with. We don't want to use those. We're going to use the cheap and knackered snips instead, because it doesn't matter if they get worse. Okay. What did I have before? I had a little... I had a box that was like a guy in a suit and two weird spider ladies. Whatever faction they're from. Because that's a very fun and cool box, and the miniatures are really cool. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the tree being a tree made it really inconvenient to make a little cut to mark where to cut the tree. Okay. Right. Having successfully butchered that. Ooh! Oh, that was actually pretty close, I think you'll find. Someone sent me a message the other day saying that they quite enjoyed the first stream, but seeing me just butcher a load of expensive plastic, like, they didn't enjoy that bit. And I'm like, but that's what kitbashing is, isn't it? I mean, maybe you don't have to butcher quite as much as I do sometimes, but you know, you got to break a bit of plastic to make a giant egg. I don't know where I was going with that analogy. Hello, Dunrat. Hello, Xander. Or Exandar. Could be either way. Yeah, Negatory. We need a new Marnius Calgar, frankly. It's shameful that we haven't had one for a while. I think I want it less. Or do I want it more... Can we slot it in over there? No, we can't. I want it reaching up more, but also I'm aware I wanted antlers around this area, so... Maybe we go for a small tree up this way. Oh, maybe we do. Maybe we go for the tree there, actually. I think that's better. I think we go for the tree there. Yeah, alright. Yes, let's do that. That is actually perfect as well. Total War 40k being shown at Game Wars on Thursday. I keep seeing stuff about that, and I can't tell if it's become a community joke or whether it's actually what people think is going to happen. I genuinely don't know. I mean, it would make sense, to be fair. I think it would make sense. It would certainly sell well, even if it wasn't good. I mean, let's be honest. But I thought the big Total War announcement had already happened, and it was the fact that the End Times is coming to Total War Warhammer 3. Which is a bold decision, given how many people absolutely hated the End Times, but there you go. Oh, I'm not going to get enough purchase on this, I don't think. This is going to be another superglue situation. This is going to be another superglue situation, I can feel it. Yeah, okay. There's just not enough to cling on to there. Hello, Tony. I hope things are looking up a bit more now, mate. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Got to make way for Total War Age of Sigmar. I mean, I like Age of Sigmar. I'd be happy with that. I'd be more than happy with that. I'd play it. AOS is pretty cool, you know. Oh dear, this is really not having it. I might have to do some really janky work on this one. This tree does not want to attach. Oh, I've said it. And then it's sort of done it. I suspect I might be gluing my own fingers here. Oh, okay. So they did do a big reveal, but then there might be another big reveal off the back of it. Interesting. The line being in Dawn of War 4? Honestly, it kind of makes sense. Kind of makes sense. I was surprised that that Gilliman didn't show up in Space Marine 2, honestly. In some capacity. But, yeah. Having Calgar show up was pretty funny. But I did have a moment of, like, after the fact being like, huh. You know, you would have thought that they'd get Gilliman in there. Do we try and build out a bit of bark that way? No, I don't think that would work. This is a absolutely ridiculous model. What are we even doing here? What are we doing? I mean, I wanted to create a horrible tree monster. I think when we do the base, I'm going to have him raised up a bit and back slightly, so he's less slumped forwards. I think that'll give the model a bit more presence, and it'll make things grow a bit straighter. I think that would work. I think that would work pretty well. Okay. I think another... Ooh, a spike coming out there would be good. He gets killed off. And Titus. Okay, there we go. Right. Yeah, I think that would work. I really want like an explosive feel of like a bunch of stuff has just grown out of this thing. I think we're achieving that, honestly. Okay. The Necron thing that was super unstable. Oh, I can't remember what. I honestly can't remember what that was. The sort of biblically accurate angel thing looked unstable, but was surprisingly stable. It just was very wobbly. And just far too big. Really. Oh, there we go. That fits perfect. Do I still have my very first miniatures somewhere? Yeah, I've got some of them. There's one just over there. I can't reach it because I've got a bunch of stuff in the way. But yeah, I keep him on hand because he reminds me of not being able to paint, or at least not being able to paint as well as I do now. He's there for perspective, and boy, he really provides it. No, I'm not going to stick any more in that. I think I might stick some skulls in instead. Okay. So, oh, I've left the lid off the super glue. Don't do that. No, bad idea. Don't do it. Right, man. What even is this? This is ridiculous. Well, we've definitely got what we were going for, which is a big horrible tree thing. Oh, a big horn coming out of there could look fun. No, that's too much. I actually don't like that. That's too much. We've got this big old horn, but I don't know what to do with it without it looking like... I like the idea of most of this stuff being sprouting out of like one side with this one tree that's grown up the centre. Sticking a bunch of spikes on like this side, I don't want that. Hello, Alpha. It's coming along. It's a bit mad, but I mean, I guess that's sort of what we expected, right? Sort of what we were going for. Alright, we've also got the hammer, which I do want to use, because this thing holding a hammer that says Sigmar on it is funny to me. Oh dear. Don't want to chuck it on the floor, that would be bad. So, the way they've done the contact points for the sprues on this is very irritating. Very, very irritating. At some point I'm going to have to bite the bullet and get the milliput out, which I realised I've never actually used milliput before. I've only used green stuff. I don't really know what the difference is. I mean, honestly, I've got some green stuff still, so I could just use that. But I do have milliput if needed. I'm cleaning this up. It's going to end up looking gnarly as hell, so I don't know why I'm bothering, but... especially when I didn't clean anything else up. I just did it. Like, why put the sprue contact point there where it's got to join? Why would you do it? There's got to be somewhere else they could have done that. Okay. So that will now fit there. Good. Just as a reminder again, guys, anything donated using the link will go to Calm. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. I was also thinking I was just going to have it like that. But now I don't know whether to do that or whether to kind of extend out and use a bunch of vines and stuff to hold on to it. I'm not sure which way to go yet. Or whether we utilise the other arm. Ooh, maybe utilise the other arm. Utilising the other arm might be the way to go, actually. So the goal is 3,000 alpha, and we are currently at 2,375. So we're a bit of a ways away, but that's still £2,375 that will be going to Calm. Yes. Yes, maybe we use the arm for the other side, and then we wrap the arm in vines, but have the hammer being clutched by it almost. That would work. That would work. We don't need the whole arm either. If we get it just right, we might be able to slot it in. You know what? I'm not gonna lie, Robbie. I'm not 100% sure on that. I think maybe his iron I think maybe it's just like it's Iron Halo's doing something funky, but I suspect the actual explanation is just that he's built different. Honestly, Calgar is an absolute monster lore-wise, so. Yeah, we're over 2/3 of the way. There is another stream after this one as well, so we've got a bit of time. But it would be really, really good if we could hit that goal. So what I'm thinking is, we do a bit of trimming. So maybe to there, so the arm comes out of that mouth, and then we have the tentacle holding the hammer, and we use vines to connect it all together. I think that could be a fun way to do it. I'm half tempted. I'm genuinely tempted to actually use the fist. I feel like that would be weirdly unsettling. Also, the bottom of this is going to have to come off, or it's just going to get texture painted up because it's got a connection point for something else. So, right, let's we have to eyeball it anyway, but I think just behind here. Chop that. And use... Oh, I used the wrong snips for that. Boo! There we go. And then there. Snap that off. And if I'm lucky... Okay, not quite. Although... I think, potentially, with a little bit of creative trimming, we can get that in there. I don't want to glue it, because that'll... I should have got the blue tack out, shouldn't I? I didn't think about that. Silly. Always have blue tack. Yeah, it just needs to be trimmed a little bit more. There's a lot of snapping going on here. Oh, Iriti coming in with another 25, bringing us up to £2,400 for Calm. Amazing, amazing work. We're getting there. We're getting there, gang. Why didn't I get blue tack out? I mean, I'm not going to go and get some now. I'm committed to doing it wrong. That was a silly angle to do that, but... I'm going to have to move some of these. I'm going to spike myself on it. Right. Okay. Yes. Yes, it sits. If it sits, it fits. I'm tempted to do it upright like that. So then it looks like it's going to bring the hammer down. Yes. That's what we'll do. That'd be pretty funny. I tell you what, I'll do you one better, Lil Goth. When we get to 2,500, we'll do a pork. I think a pork for 2,500 is acceptable. I'm pretty sure that's mostly what it is, Robbie. I don't think his Iron Halo really has like a confirmed innate... just simply ignores chaos built in. But I could be totally wrong, to be fair. I could be totally wrong. If we get to 2,500, we can have all three. Why not? Ah, see now this is where the people who weren't here for the last one missed out on seeing the pork advert. It's a thing of it's something. It's definitely something. Okay, now I'm going to try and wedge this in here. Okay, now if that's in there, you need to work out the angle. Actually, it needs to be further round for maximum unsettlingness. Okay. So that there. Oh, the hand's the wrong way round, isn't it? That's very annoying. Oh no, that'd be like that. So we need to chop it off about there. Okay. Oh, this is going to be a whole thing. Time to really ruin these snips because I'm just going to go for it. Oh, Lord. There we go. And then... Oh, that's annoying. The angles are totally wrong. The angles are all over the shop there. Hello, Sanguinius. Okay, I need to change the angle on that a lot. It doesn't have to be perfect, which is just as well, because it's not going to be. Yes, there we go. Right. That is stupid. As such. Excellent. Because then we can decide what angle it's at just by twisting the arm in the weird, horrible mouth socket. Oh, actually going to get a decent bond off that as well. Nice. Okay. There we go. Oh, evil advisor with £10. Thank you so much. We're homing in. We're homing in on it. We're getting there. Okay, there we go. Come on. Why aren't you gluing on that side? Oh, you... I had a feeling that was going to happen. Okay, I need to get that bit seated a bit better. There, right. Let's hold on for dear lives whilst I slowly lose my glasses. Come on. The fist is going to get like covered with stuff, but it forms a... In theory, it's an easy way to attach the two together, but that theory is not holding true because it simply refuses to bond for reasons I can't really explain. All I know is it's irritating me. Come on, dry. Every now and again, when it comes to certain joints, even though it feels flat, you'll get one that's like deceptive, where it seems like it's okay, and then as you start moving it, you're like, oh, hang on a second. Hang on. No, this isn't actually working, is it? This is one of those ones. Okay, there we go. That actually seems to have sealed this time. So, Ridro? We're creating... Someone pointed out that we're sort of doing like an ulcerated tree spirit or whatever, or rotten tree, Erd tree avatar. with the Glockhin and some trees, which is not what I initially was planning to do, but that just seems to be how it's ended up. But I'm okay with it, because I love those games, so it's fine. I'm trying to work out how we best... Yes! Yes! Yes, that's what we wanted. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely stupid. In a good way. So, all we need to do now is get that seated in there. That's going to be an absolute nightmare, isn't it? That's going to be a pain in the arse. I might just super glue the hell out of it. Although actually, no. Plastic glue should work for that. With something like this, typically, actually, I would be a lot more careful. I would actually sit there and I'd file away and I'd fill it out with a bunch of stuff, but we're sort of on the clock because I want to get as much of this built as possible before the Jingle Jam streams finish, and there's only 2 weeks, and there's only 3 dates really that I can do it. So a lot of this is cutting corners for the sake of speed. Okay, there we go. Get that in there. Yes. 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 Hello, Colonel. I'm good, thank you. The monstrosity is... It's certainly coming along. It exists. Right, I'm gonna have to really hold this in now. Phrasing. Maybe I should have just superglued it. Superglue joins are fine, but they're a lot more brittle, obviously, because they don't do the same sort of bonding that plastic glue does, but if you're going to go over it with other stuff later, actually it's not a bad option when you're doing kit bashes like this, where you got a load of random crap. Yeah, again, we don't have the bonding points that I would like, so... At this point, I would not be surprised if Bestiarum were like, oh, by the way, a good chunk of the team that made Dark Souls and Elden Ring, like the people who made the in-game models, actually work for us. I would not be surprised by that. I'd be like, yeah, that tracks. Oh, there was a bit of a crack there. What was the crack? Oh, was that coming off? Oh, I see. That's a pain. Oh well, it's fine. Right. Okay, let's get in there. Come on. Just wait for it to dry. I forgot that this arm has got like an extra piece that goes on the top, which is what separated. Also, that was plastic glued, so the fact that that came out is a little bit alarming. But this is less of a miniature and more of a 3D puzzle made of plastic. And now you could say, well, that's what all miniatures are. Not. It's not. The joins and various sections on this are mental. I've literally never put together another miniature like this one. I've put together things that are, like, just as tricky, but the fact that this is hollow makes a huge difference to it. Okay, that is not going anywhere. Right. Oh, oh yes. Yes. When that hole is a bunch of skulls and like 2 sets of antlers are coming out of them. Like that hole there. That one. This is going to look hilarious. It's going to look so good. We've got this horrible, like, fleshy tendril coming out of a mouth, but it's holding a massive hammer on the end. I mean, I'll be honest, it's basically a Dark Souls boss, isn't it? It is basically a Dark Souls boss. That's what we've made. And I'm more than okay with it. What is this bit? It's so... Okay, I'm gonna push down there for a second. Also, I would like you to appreciate just how big this dumb model is. Have I got a size comparison that I can do nearby? Oh, I've got an orc boy. I've got Barry. I've got Barry. We can do a size comparison with Barry. I have not glued my fingers yet. I did that last time, but I haven't done it this time yet. What the hell? What even is this? Okay. Barry, come here. Barry. Right. Hang on. I need to make sure I've got these two in the right sort of... Let me move these out of the way. Get that out of the way. Get that out of the way. Move some of the debris out of the way. So there's Barry. We'll do Barry here. And here's the guy. And you can't even really... How do I even get this so that they're both fully in shot? Can I? Do I need to move it closer? Okay, if I get it all the way there, you can almost see the whole model. You can almost see it. That's silly. That is actually silly. So there you go. That's an idea of the scale. The abnormal tentacle proportions that are getting me. I mean, yeah, it's pretty gross. Pretty gross, but also very fun, and that's really all I care about when it comes to this. Oh, I need to put that on the super glue again. Keep forgetting. Okay, alright. Not bad. I really want to get the skulls in there. I want to get the skulls in because I think that's going to make a big difference as to what we decide to do in this section. I'm almost thinking I don't want to put any leaves on this, actually. I was planning to, but now I'm not sure that I do. Something I think I might do is put some vines around here and like block them into there. So we've got like a weird twisty growth thing going on. That could be fun, but I need to work out what to do with this gap. The gap where the head would go, where I want a bunch of skulls, that's just a big hole right now, and that's going to be a pain to do anything with unless I build outwards. Alternatively, what I do is get a chunk of something to wedge in there, and then it needs to be something relatively flat that I can build off of. What is a way I could do this easily and quickly? I think this is going to be this is the problem. I don't know that there is a way to do this easily and quickly, is the issue. I suspect there's ways to do it slowly and sensibly, but that's not what I'm wanting right now. I just want to... What do we do about that? I should have thought about that. What I should have done was put some bits of sprue or something inside this before we fully closed it up, shouldn't I? But it's too late for that now, isn't it? Damn it. My laziness has come back to bite me. Because look, we've got all these antlers and stuff. I really want to use those. Because that would look sick. That would look really, really cool. I just need something to wear. Oh, hang on, what's this? It's just a random piece of tree man or tree lord or whatever. Barry doesn't need his own stream. He's just going to stay grey forever. We're never going to paint Barry. Barry's fine how he is. I think we might have a potential solution. Now, if I've played my cards right here, this bit of tree lord might well. Oh, gang. We might have done it here. We might have done it. No, that's not going to work, is it? I got excited there for a second. Because it seemed like this would fit in pretty perfectly, but it's just got no purchase anywhere. I don't know how I'd hold it in place to make it stay. Unless... Oh, wait. But then that's got a hole in it as well. It's just holes all the way down, isn't it? Okay. Alright, this is annoying me now. What an oversight. Silly. Silly oversight is what that was. Right. What have we got? Any ideas? Just shove some green stuff in there? Well, I could try it, but I don't know if that would work. This is the problem. Like, to backfill, I don't know how to get in there to do it. Because this is all sealed up and now there's stuff, like, keeping it sealed up. So I basically left myself a massive hole in it for no reason. That it needs to not have. Yeah, let's see if we can wedge something in there. Oh! Russell with the 25 and Matt with the 35. Thank you so much, guys. Oh, I'm not using the Glotkins face. No. This is my giant bag of skulls. And I'm going to cover it in human skulls. We're going to have a big mass of skulls where its face should be. Is there a big skull in here that would just work as a... What would the Gene Stealer skulls work? To fill it out a little bit. No, still not the right size. Okay, let's try and build something out of like spruage. Let's try that. Got the other cartwheel in here. Could try that. That's probably not going to work, is it? Okay, get that and that. Let's see. I thought everyone had a big bag of skulls. I've just cut that too small now as well. This is... There comes a time in every kit bash where you sit there and you think, I really should have thought about this before. And this is the one for this one. Even this is not working properly, because how do I wedge it in when it's the wrong size for... Oh, you dummy! What a nana. Ah! I was just like, is the cartwheel the right size? And I just stabbed myself with it. Jesus, that's genuinely painful. Oh wow, no way. No way. Is the cartwheel the right size to just fit in there? Is it? No. Okay, actually the answer is no. Just for a second there, I was like, we have a very fun but wasteful solution to this, but it turns out no. Plastic glue a retention tab in the hole like a bolt rail. That's not a bad idea. Where's my plastic card? I've got some plastic cards somewhere. Here we go. I might Might be able to just wedge a bit of card in. Just get the old sharp scissors. Cork is another option. Cork is an option. It's a weird option, but it is an option. That was very close. Very nearly just cut my finger off then. I don't know that you can cut your finger off using these scissors, but I gave it a damn good go. That made me jump, as you could probably tell. What I need to do is just make it so it slots in. That's all it needs to do. It doesn't need to look pretty because it's going to be hidden. I just need a foundation to start gluing skulls, and we'll be away. Right. Needs to be a little bit smaller, but I think we might be close to being onto a winner with this, potentially. If I drop this, I'm going to be mad. Okay, I need something to hold this. What have I got? Because effectively, what I want to do here is get that in there somehow, without dropping it and having something rattling around on the inside of the model, because that will drive me up the goddamn wall. Will it go in the other way? We don't know. Do we just go over the top? Again, it's such an annoying size. I've done some oversights in my time. This is by far the worst one. Okay, that will go in. It's risky. It's risky, but I think it's doable. Oh, thank you very much, Sparrow. Yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It's a very good film. Definitely not a happy watch, but it's a very good film. Okay, this is a bit mad, but we'll see. We'll see if we can achieve using this bit of plasticard and some super glue. This is not thrilling viewing for you because you can't see what I'm doing, but trust me, this might work. It's not going to work. I can already feel that it's not going to work because it's losing grip already. Damn it. No. I need this. No, no. Damn it. I can't get enough leverage on this to make it stick. I think this is bending the... This isn't bending the plasticard, this is bending the tweezers I'm using to hold on to it. God, I'm getting irritated now. I'm getting annoyed. It's not working. But it should work. This is the thing that's annoying. It should work. Oh, oh. Okay, 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 we've got a seal. We've got a seal. We've got to act fast. We've got to act fast. We've got a seal. Now, I'm going to use a bit of UV resin just to lock it into place. Just on a corner, just in the top here. Just here. Then we're going to use a little bit more on the side. Okay, we might have done it here. Just be careful not to like shove it too hard. But I think we've got it. We've done it. Potentially, maybe. Could be totally wrong. Oh my god, we're like an hour in and I have not got anywhere close to where I thought I would be at this point. I'm gonna have to do some of this off camera. I'm going to have to do a bunch of gap filling off camera so we can do more fun stuff on camera. I don't know why I'm acting surprised. This is exactly what happened with the Baneblade last year, to be fair. Exactly the same. I did exactly the same. Where I was over ambitious and I was like, yeah, I can get this done in a couple of streams. And then immediately it was like, oh no. I cannot, in fact, get this done in a couple of streams. That should be nicely locked in. Yes, right. So we'll just do a little bit here as well. There we go. I've just got hubris. Hubris for days. Every time I'm like, I can easily do this. And then I'm like, oh no, wait, this takes way longer. Okay. Now I'm trying to work out the best way to get a bunch of skulls on here. That's just going to be time consuming, isn't it? That's just going to take ages. Getting a load of skulls on? Oh, jeez, it's going to take so long. Alright. That should be... That's still tacky. Why? Mad kitbashers are the best kitbashers, in my experience. Those are the ones that I enjoy the most, anyway. I'll be honest, Robbie, I am terrible for clear coating. I should, but I frequently don't. So I don't really have anything in the way of recommendations for that because it's something that I know I should do, but frequently forget. I say frequently forget. I just don't. I don't think about it enough to forget about it. That implies that there was intention there to do something with it, and then I never got around to it. When really I just don't do it. Or it just is. Don't do that. Definitely don't do that. It's not good. And yet. And yet. Okay, and then we do just a little bit on there. By a little bit, I mean apparently a lot, because I accidentally splooged it all over the shop. Never mind. There we go. Oh yeah, I've heard good things about Colour Forges. Their spray paints are amazing, so... That's my chosen primer of choice, that. Chosen primer of choice. That's what I tend to use. Are you implying this isn't a carefully considered and tasteful kit bash? What are you talking about? I thought for like 10 minutes about this before I settled on it. I failed to see what the problem is. Okay. Come on. You got to be dry now. Nope, that's still tacky. That's annoying. Come on. Oh, Monkey Mail shows up. 35 quid for the Jingle Jam Collection 2025 and pushes us over the £2,500 raised. Amazing work for that. Whilst I'm sitting here doing this, you can have some pork.
Got what it takes, my gang. Got butchers round. Got roast rourke for lunch. Got plenty of taste, Orlock pork. Real value for credits. Skinner's got plenty. Cutter's got plenty. We all have plenty. Plenty to go round. Rourke's wife. It's got what it takes. Corpse grinder pork. What's it got? It's got Orlock. Got rourke for lunch on Sunday.
There you go. Right. I think that's probably dry. Or cured or whatever. Okay, there we go. It's ugly, but it got the job done. Favourite Legion? That would be the Word Bearers. Love me some Word Bearers. Oh, this is going to be tedious, isn't it? Just gluing loads and loads of skulls on. It's going to be tedious as anything. Just getting them off is going to be tedious. Come on. When I say there's going to be a mass of them, by the way, there's going to be an absolute mass of them. So, we want plenty without jaws as well. Oh, don't say it's going to take 6 hours. Oh, for a night shoulder pad? Wow. Yeah, I can see that. That's dedication, that. I don't think it will take me that long to fill out where the face should have been. If it does, I'll be sulky. Like, mega sulky. Got a good number of skulls here, though. That's something. There we go. Nearly there, nearly there, nearly there. I think we'll probably have enough. I don't think we'll have enough. I'm going to have to get more off, aren't I? No! Every panel? No. I mean, if you want to, then yes. But I personally... absolutely would not have the patience for that in any way. I would lose my mind. And I don't even think it would take that long to lose my mind doing that. I think it would be pretty immediate, to be perfectly honest with you. Right. Hey, if you've got the commitment, absolutely go for it. I would not. I just, yeah, I just wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd be very impressed. I'd be like very impressed if someone rocked up with that though. We might have a problem here, in that I've put UV resin in certain sections. We'll start from the top and work our way down and see what happens. I almost need like just a bottle of NAF super glue so that I can just coat it and take that approach. Now, this is going to be absolutely horrendous, isn't it? There's got to be another way to do this. There's got to be a better way to do this than this. Thank you very much, the rules lawyer. Ah, these are... okay, this is not going to work, is it? How am I going to do this? Oh, God. Right. I need a better plan than this, because that is not functional. Now, is there something that I could do? I feel like it needs texture, it needs something for them to sit in. But I don't know what that could be. Liquid green stuff, maybe? Liquid green stuff, maybe texture paint. But then I'd have to wait a while for either of those to dry. But doing it this way is not going to work. Because they're circular. Or like spherical, so there's nothing for them to grab onto. Maybe, actually, you know what? Maybe that's not a bad shout. If I slather it in this, I can place the skulls in, can't I? I can place the skulls in using pincers. If they fall out at a later date, it won't matter, because I can just glue that back in whatever the socket is that it came out of. But generally speaking, this stuff will stick to anything. I use it all the time, so I think we give that a go. A single new character. A single character, new model, or refresh sculpt. Oh, I don't know. That's a very good question. I think part of the problem is that there's just so many good options that I'm like, oh boy, let's place you down over there. Okay, we're gonna try it first with just a little bit. We'll go up the top there, like that. I say a little bit, it's not really a little bit, is it? We want enough for them to be able to just nicely sit in there. Okay, there we go. Mr. Blobby, you mean revered national treasure Mr. Blobby? Yeah, bring the Dracaros back. Do that. Okay. It is working. Some of this is going to be neater than other bits. Also, I should really be cleaning the tweezers off between each skull, but no. Okay, I think this has got potential. I think this is actually probably going to work now. You know what would make for a great series that I would not want anything to do with outside of providing the initial kit bash? Sending pictures of kit bashes to other kit bashers and saying, copy this. I would find that hugely entertaining to watch. But only if I was the one providing the initial pictures of the kit bashes, because otherwise, no. Thanks, but no thanks. You know what, let's get a bit around this tree as well. I love texture paint for this. I absolutely love it. Getting a bit of gnarly, gritty, grubby action on uneven joins and the like. Oh, it's peak. Absolutely peak. Lazy as well. So lazy, but when it works this good, how can you not? Okay. That can go back there. That can go on there. Oh, trying to pick these skulls up is already annoying me. Whose idea was this? Seriously, whose idea was it to just put a load of skulls in here? I almost want to just do it with hands, but that's not going to work, is it? Also, I'm biased towards the skulls that don't have a lower jaw because they look creepier. Oh my god. Trying to pick these up with these particular, but I don't have any other like tweezers, so I don't know what to do about that specific issue. I think I might have a bigger set, but I think they will just absolutely wreck the ones I've already placed. Did I ever actually unpause the music? No, I didn't, did I? Oh dear. I'm so tired. I don't have much brain currently. Oh. I feel like using my hands would probably work, but at the same time, because I'm placing them in like damp, because of the nature of what I'm sticking them in, I don't know if it would work as well. Well, that's gone forever, isn't it? I've no doubt that some of these will fall out, by the way. I know it's going to happen, but the important thing is that there will be little skull-shaped holes left behind, which will make supergluing them very, very, very easy. At least that's the theory. That could turn out to be completely inaccurate, in which case I'll be very upset, but for now I'm working on that basis. And I can always go and do a second layer of these potentially if I feel like I'm a real sucker for punishment. Come here. Other way round. Come on. I'm not looking at what you lot are doing. My apologies. I'm busy with skull shenanigans. I've got enough paint on these now that they are starting to really just drag the skull around, so I can't pick it up the way I want to. Am I finally going to have to clean them off? Probably not, no. That is mental. That is an insane choice, and I'm here for it. I want another one just in that side. Come on. Nope. Also, I'm getting texture paint all over this new cutting mat. What I bought special. Because the other one's such a disgrace. Because I've been doing nonsense like this to it for years. Who'd have thought? Come here. It's so funny. This has gone from being like they're hard to pick up because they're too slippery. Now they're too hard to pick up because they're like getting caught on the tweezers. Which is just an odd problem to have, when before I couldn't pick them up because they were just small and fiddly. Now they want to be picked up too much, but not where you want to pick them up from. Okay, we need some over to the side. That's too uniform as to where the head would have been. So we're going to get a few over here. Because I think that will add to the creepy factor. Yeah, that's better. Get that guy in there. Yeah, this is it. This is the way. Come on. Get off. And then if we wedge him in there. Get off. Yeah, we need to get more going up around the tree. Well, we'll just drop that on the mat. That also works. Guess we'll do that too. Now I can't pick him up because he's covered in gunk. When I can pick him up, it's not the angle I want to pick him up from. There we go. Okay. Okay, right. Whew. I mean, if Possum's brain wasn't melted with the War of the Beast series, it definitely would have been heavily affected by the nonsense that is the episode that's coming up soon. Yes, I'm so happy that that works how I was hoping it would. That's too much of that, but whatever. I'm gonna have to do this for this one because there's gunk next to it. Oh, come on. Okay. I think that looks suitably mad to start with, doesn't it? We can always increase the number of skulls and things. We can definitely do that. Right. What was I going to do? Where's it gone? That's not it. Neither's that. What did I put it down somewhere? Here we go. These antlers are so spindly. I don't like it. I don't think I'm allergic to latex. I use like the blue nitrile. Oh, mind you, nitrile and latex aren't the same thing, are they? But I use like that type of glove a lot for 3D printing stuff. Okay. And then I'm going to have to cut that right in the middle, and that is scary. But doable. Right. That's not a bad idea, actually, Robbie. I need to get some more proper liquid super glue. I've only got Loctite currently, but no, that's a good shout. Bit of varnish might work as well. Oh, I hate cleaning stuff like this up. Don't do what I keep doing. Don't push it towards your face. That's stupid. I'm doing it because I'm stupid, but you shouldn't do it. Okay, there we go. Get that as best we can. God, what a horrible place to put a join. That is atrocious. So the current plan, gang, is to do another stream on Saturday. Right, it all goes well, and we will do giveaways then. We'll do some more building, of course, but we've got a few cool things to give away, so we'll be doing that on Saturday. Same time again, 7:30. Yeah, I've just remembered that that I'm recording Friday night. It was originally tomorrow night, but it's not. It's Friday now. Whew, there's a lot going on at the moment. A lot. Just a reminder that any donations made through Tiltify go to Khan. Hopefully at the end of Jingle Jam we will have raised another 3,000 to add to their coffers. That's what the goal is. Oh God. I also need to get some more videos out on the channel, in the vague hope that the algorithm stops punishing me for I don't really know why, but nothing's getting any views, no one's watching anything, which is a real pity. Okay. Yeah, that going there would be perfect. Might have to wait until that's... Yeah, we'll wait until it's dry to put the antlers on. But as a proof of concept, having the antlers coming out the side would look pretty cool. You know, I think it would look pretty cool, but at the same time... No, I'm going to think about that a bit more. We might not do the antlers after all. I'd like to, but I think they're a bit too big. I also need to work out what to do with this hole here. Not really sure what to do there now. I had a bit of a plan, but then we did the ridiculous skull thing, and now I'm actually not sure. It's not really cleared that up, which is what I was kind of hoping it would do. But I think I would like another... You can go over there so I don't stab myself. I think I would like another spike coming out of here, actually. Yeah, I think I would. I think another spike is in order. Another one right there. I want just a bit more fun nonsense going on there. I think that is the bit of fun nonsense that I'd like. Oh, wow! We're nearly at the 2-hour mark already. That has flown by today. And come 9:30, I'm probably going to have to call it there. Because I've got some stuff I've got to do early in the morning. But I will see how we go. We'll see how we go. Definitely going to need to get some texture paint or something in there. Just to... I think that's suitably mad. Got a good bunch of spikes and growths coming out of the one side. The other side has got that horrific arm. I would like to get the other cartwheel in somewhere, like embedded in another part of it. Maybe in there, that could be kind of fun. Where is it? Come here. I really like the idea of it having like these various bits and pieces like protruding as though it's been absorbing things. Like that's why I want to get some swords and stuff and have them like growing out of the trees. Like that would be a fun. That would just be fun. I think that would be really fun. But we could have the wheel there. We've also got some bits of wood from that same corpse cart that could be like attached to the skin as well, as though it's been sucked into it. Yeah, let's do that. It is definitely. I knew it was going to be a bit mental, but it's more batshit than I initially thought it was going to be. Even for my standards, I feel like this is a bit silly, which is not a problem. It's not a complaint. There's a couple of ways we could do this. Oh, that way. That's the way. That's it. That's what we want. I say we. That's what I want. That's what I want, and that's what we're going to do. And hopefully, I can actually plastic glue it. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, did it? Did it immediately seat? Did it? I think I want a bit more. That's okay. No, that's what I want. That's what I want. Just got to wedge it in a bit. That's fine. We can manage that. Once we've got some liquid green stuff kind of joining these sections up, it's going to be horrific. I need to be really careful not to touch the bits that I've covered in texture paint. Just realised I've sat myself further over this way for some reason today, which is making it harder for you guys to see what I'm doing. Sorry about that. Also, I need a container for my skulls now. Is there a little oh, there is a little box over here. I'm not sure what that will have been initially been used for, but now, at least for this moment, it can be used for little skulls. Oh, this is risky. Oh, achieved. Achieved. We lost any? No, we haven't. Well, apart from that one we dropped earlier. Oh, I've nudged him. Did you see that? Fully nudged him. There we go. Can interest you in a little box of skulls? You can't have them, they're mine. It's my little box of skulls now. Okay. That is mad. What are we even doing? I don't know. I have no idea. But I do like it. That's the key. That's the important thing. I mean, look at the arm. Oh dear. Brilliant. See you later, guys. Thank you for joining. Do I want another spike in there? I don't know if I do. I think another one there would look pretty cool. But am I overloading it with spikes? I don't know that I am. No, I can't decide that right now. I'm getting paralysis. Option paralysis. I was initially thinking we put leaves on the trees, but I don't know that I want to do it now. I actually think it's working better without that element, because I think the trees are recognisable. Like, you know what's going on with the trees. You don't need to see the leaves on them to pick up on what they are. So I think maybe we don't bother with them. I feel like it's going to seem counterintuitive. I feel like I need to do the base next. I need to have it at the right angle. I need to have it stood at the right angle so that I can see like what I'm aiming to do next. Because right now I keep having to hold it and it changes a little bit each time, which is changing how I'm looking at it. So I think I'm going to build... What I'll do probably is build the base off stream. I'll do that during the week. And I'll fill a couple of gaps here and there that need filling. I might do some of the milliput stuff off stream as well, just so that it's done. And then we can put the finishing touches to it on Saturday. And then do the giveaways. Oh, sorry. Like I said, there's a lot going on at the moment. It's making it... I'm just so tired. It's making it tricky to keep my focus. I struggle with that at the best of times, to be fair. Yeah, I think that's a plan. You know what? Let's do a bit of liquid green stuff now while I'm thinking about it. Okay, you come here. Oh, I do love a bit of liquid green stuff action. Oh, is this a knackered pot of it? Don't tell me it's all dry. Now, for God's sake. Ugh. GW Pots. The best designed pots in the world. If you like all of your stuff drying out and becoming unusable. Actually, I think we're going to need a smaller brush and a different pot of green stuff. Excuse me, microphone. Tell me this is a decent one. Is that dry as well? Arthur, come on. Yep. I guess I'm going to have to go and try and buy some liquid green stuff then. Is that dry too? Right, well that's 4 tubs of liquid green... Oh, hang on. That's 4 tubs of liquid green stuff and 3 of them are completely dry. So that's great. That's awesome. Nice. You can sort of see what I was going for there, but I cannot do any more to it because I need to get some more green stuff. That's genuinely really annoyed me. That's actually really annoyed me because that is just a bad design that has meant that I can't do something. Not what I wanted, but you know what? I'm not going to let that spoil what has been, I think, a very nice stream. We got a fair bit done. Just those skulls are a lot, honestly. We got the skulls done, for the most part. There'll probably be more added. But we have the horrible tentacle arm with the hammer attached. Which is gross and brilliant at the same time. Oh, Swoop coming in with the Jingle Jam collection for £35, taking us to £2,540 raised. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much. Yeah, so, yeah. I do like this absorbing of stuff that we've got going on here. It's very fun. It adds an extra element to it. But we definitely need to get some liquid green stuff to finish that aspect off, unfortunately. So I'll have to try and do that. Maybe if I order some from Element tomorrow, it'll arrive by Saturday. Normally they do a next day delivery. I'll have to go to the hobby shop tomorrow morning. I don't have time to go tomorrow morning, but I'll have to go tomorrow morning, see if they've got some, and if they don't, then I'll have to order from Element Games. Oh man. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. it is ridiculous. Like, it is very, very silly. I'm not going to lie. But it's the right kind of silly, and I feel like it is still pretty scary. I think it is actually a decently scary thing. A suitable addition to the Cosmic Horror Mega Gargons, because what the hell? What even is it? We don't know. All we know is it's not happy, and it's massive. The big thing is going to be milliputting back here, because that's some big old gaps up here, which obviously we need to sort out. No, at some point I've stabbed myself in the thumb. But yeah, that I can do off stream. Whew. Right, well, I'm afraid I'm going to have to call it there, because I'm really struggling to focus. I'm just tired. So, as I say, I'll build up the base. I'll put some pictures and stuff up as well. Obviously, like on social media as I'm doing it. And we will do the final stream on Saturday at 7:30. We've got a load of stuff to give away. We've got some really cool stuff. We've got a Spearhead, we've got Farsight, we've got the Night Battle Group box that came out a while ago, and we also have the full Age of Darkness Saturnine box. So we've got those to give away, along with 4 Element Games vouchers. So it'll be good. We've got a big chunk of stuff. So yeah. Hopefully, I will see you all on Saturday. Thank you very much for joining me for this one. Apologies, it's a little shorter than the first one, but if I don't go to bed now, I'm just going to fall asleep on stream, and frankly, no one wants to see that. So, thank you very much for joining, and thank you so much to those of you who have donated towards the goal for Calm. We are 600 quid off. I'm really hoping that we can close that gap on Saturday. But yeah, thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you over the weekend.